Paintball Nerd.
Today's guest on Paintball Nerd started playing paintball in 2015. He started playing competitively in 2017 with Black Sunday. He's also played with the West Coast Sharks, the Brotherhood, the OG Ironmen. He's currently on DMG. He's the co-host for From The Sideline Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Brandon Baird.
Hey, how's it going, man? Nice being here. Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Absolutely, man. Stoked to have you.
Absolutely. I'm stoked to be here.
So we've played a little paintball together, right? We've played on the OG Ironmen.
We have, yes.
And, a lot of people may not know, Mr. Baird, about your family lineage with the Ironmen. So share with us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Ironmen, gosh, it started back in 1984 when my grandpa, him and a couple buddies wanted to go play some paintball. Just saw like a advertisement or something about it, and they took all their families, a couple buddies, a couple of his coworkers, took all their families out, played several times back in 1984, and then decided to make a team 1985, and him and his coworkers, they're all iron workers, so welders, and hence the name Iron Men. They're all iron workers. So started the team Ironman back in '84. My grandpa was the original captain. My dad was on the team. My grandma was on the team for a little bit. My uncle was on the team. So yeah, he designed the original patch. I have it on a shirt right over here, off on the side. It's the original patch was hand drawn. And
what's your grandpa's name?
Rick Baird. They called him General Rick.
Gotcha. And then your dad is Michael Baird.
Michael Baird, Mike Baird, Machine Gun Mike. That was his nickname going through his career.
So how do you feel, Brandon, about the several iterations of the Ironmen?
I mean, I always root for them, just because I do have a tie to them, in the past. But I'm always a fan. I want them to do good, and I don't want to see them relegated. It's nice to know that the longest standing pro team in the pro division is the Ironman, and it's like, all right, cool. I have family that started that team. Like I don't want to see them fail.
What do you know about like the split from the OG Ironman to Bobby's Men, and then eventually that the OG Ironman became the LA Ironman or the SC Ironman, which we know today?
Yeah, so I know a little bit. My dad, I believe, stepped away from the game right before the split. So it's just, he doesn't have firsthand experience with that. But hearing it's people I guess wanted Bobby out, and for new leadership, essentially, to take the reins of the team. And Bobby didn't want that, I guess, I suppose, and still wanted the team. And I think he took Ironman 2, so the amateur Ironman team, he took them to form Bob Long's Ironman, I believe. And then the pro team went to become the LA Ironman later on.
So for you, it's not really like, we have the original team and like a bunch of people went off and took the name. For you, it's more like my family's part of this cool lineage that split off into a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a few different names.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's all like, it falls under the same umbrella, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
same lineage, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Whether it doesn't really matter to me whether it's this split or that split very much. That there some OG guys like to differentiate the two, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't experience that necessarily. It's all the same, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Ironman fan. You know, like all of them. You know, the lineage of the team is really cool. It's got an awesome story. They're, like you said, it's the longest running pro team. So I'm a fan no matter what version it is. You know.
Absolutely.
So what inspired From the Sideline Podcast?
Oh, what inspired it? I think so. The other two co-hosts on that show, uh, Ryan Mafia Moffat, Mafia Productions, as others know him, and then Stephen Hatch, one of my teammates. They just wanted a podcast, wanted a show, just something fun to do, and so that they decided to make a podcast. And originally it wasn't I wasn't the third host on that. They had two other hosts. They had four hosts, and then
Oh wow.
yeah, over the first like 19 episodes, one dropped, then the other dropped. Had some issues or scheduling issues, and I was around them the whole time before they made the podcast, seeing their growing pains through the first several
Sure.
episodes. And I remember Hatch would ask me if I had any topics or want to hear anything on the show that they talked about, and I give my input. And I don't know, I guess they seem to like me enough to have me come on and be a third host. Yeah, and I mean, they haven't kicked me off since, so I'm doing something right.
Well, it's a cool dynamic, because you got a media guy in there, and you got you as a player, and so I think it's important, man. The more paintball media that we have, the more exposure to the sport, the better. So I think it's kick ass.
Oh yeah, it's really cool, and it's cool to see the insight on the media side, from Ryan. It's really interesting. I didn't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just oblivious to. I don't know, or
Sure.
just because I'm not in that scene. It's stuff's going down, or new. I don't know. I don't.
Moffat's crazy too. Like I see Moffat like take 20 hits on the sideline and not move an inch. Like he's committed to getting that shot. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
Of course, he's got a perspective that us as players don't have.
No. Then it's funny. He'll be out at our local field at Capitol Edge during the tournaments there, the local tournaments, filming some teams, and he'll be standing next to us filming. And yeah, as you said, he won't flinch. I'm seeing a lane come straight at me as I'm reffing, and I'm stepping aside, and he's sitting there taking. I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, man, over the past 8 years, I mean, you've played a lot of paintball. You've played with some legendary people. Tell us about some memories that really stick out for you.
Some memories. Okay. First one. Yeah. The first one that pops in my mind is I went up. I was playing with Black Sunday. It was my second tournament ever in the UWL in the woods, and my dad and I flew up to Oregon, played at Splat, I think. Splat Zone, something like that. Beautiful woods. And we made it into the finals for the 5-man, and they had me starting. I don't know. I think because I was small and fast. I was small, fast, and aggressive enough that they threw me in, sent me up to essentially like the center 50, and center 50 was like a 10 foot by 10 foot square of sandbags. So, and then I think there was a flag next to it or in there, something like that you could pull. And I remember getting there and seeing someone mirrored up with me, like essentially in my poison, at on the other side of that
side of the
sandbags,
square or inside the square.
on the other side of the square. So,
Okay.
like 10 feet away or whatnot.
Yeah.
And, we're head checking each other, taking some pop shots, and we don't want to, neither of us want to die.
Naturally,
Yeah. And then, but it was also like we were the hold side, me and one other guy. It was the hold side. The push side was up on top of the hill, which we had some like thicket, like thick thorn bushes or something in between us. So I can't see what's going on up there, but I could hear all hell breaking loose.
Yeah.
Just like some great woods ball. You hear it and that's it. And I don't know. I remember being posted up on my mirror and taking a shot. Looked like it hit him. Saw a ref run in, and I don't know what to do. It's only my second tournament. I'm like, I think I'm going to go bunker this guy. I don't know. So so I jump up, go to bunker him as I'm like, a step or two away. The ref's calling him out, so he stands up. Again, I don't know what to do. I was committed to trade with this guy, and I just kept running. I kept running, got behind their guys, like stopped at a tree, looked to my right, see the lone guy on the tape not looking at me. Look to the left, hear all the gunfight up on the ridge. Okay, cool. I look straight, I see their flag hanging at their home base. So I took off running. To their flag. I pull it, and I sprinted so fast back to hang it. And I remember when I got to about the 50-yard line, at like the start gate, the start box, you had your dead players and also like all your players that weren't playing back there. So my dad was back there, and I can see all the guys like jumping up, and cheering, but hearing my dad's voice, it was so distinctive of like just how happy he was yelling and cheering.
That's
And then
awesome.
to be able to hang that flag, and that was like, we won it. It was done. We took first place with me hanging that. And
Dude.
yeah,
That's a good one. That's like a core memory right there.
I think that's like fueled it all along. I don't know. It was
probably
great.
The first time you ever like blew a tape and got behind a team.
Oh yeah. I behind them. I don't know what to do, man. I just kept running. I don't know. I remember like, oh my God, is this? There it is. Okay,
I'm
let's
still
go.
alive. I'm still alive.
Yeah.
That's a good one, dude. There seems to be like for a lot of players these catalyst moments that fuel their career. Like they did something great, and it just like gave them the confidence to get more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So sounds like that was your moment, man.
Yeah, that was that was so good. It was so much fun. We also won the 7-man. They had the 5-man and 7-man at that UWL. We won the 5-man like Saturday, and then Sunday we played the 7-man, and we won that. And my dad pulled that flag, so I pulled one, he pulled the other in the finals to win it. Yeah, just kind of like little cherry on top. And then I did have another one that it's like it's almost like I was in my dad's role pretty much. It was the first NXL in Florida this year. My fiance, she's playing with the Diamonds, Sacramento Diamonds, the WNXL, and they were going into their second day, the third game on the second day, and she, I don't know, she took a little beating the previous two games. She was a little apprehensive, going into the snake and whatnot. Yeah, we've taken our licks, but she was like, I don't really want to go in necessarily. I don't want to go, to look to get bunkered, whatnot. And I don't know, I remember talking to her like, who cares? So just go and do it. You take it to them. Don't hang back and let them bring it to you, kind of thing. And she, I don't know, she took that to heart. It was the very first point they played against the Femmes, and she jumps into like the snake. The snake structure was like the I don't know, big brick V kind of thing. A lot of bunkering went on, but she jumped in there. They got into the Snake 50, and she immediately like went to go bunker her, got one, pulled her gun up, got her back player, kept going, stopped, got like one of the Dorito players for kill 3, shot their like back center player or something for kill 4, ran forward, shot the last Dorito player for kill 5.
Dude,
and
5-pack.
Like, 5-pack to start it off. And like each kill, my whole team's in the Diamonds pit helping them pit, and like each kill everyone's like, oh, and like everyone's looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I know, I see, I know, we're good. And yeah, seeing her like get the 5-pack, then towel it, and then it was, I got teary-eyed. Like I was so happy. Yeah, it was like a proud moment for me. And it was great. Yeah, I think those two are my favorite memories, because I was in the player role, and then now I'm in the spectator role.
Yeah, you were saying you were playing your dad's role, and I didn't know what that meant at first, but you're talking about being the proud mentor, watching something happen and watching something that that your fiance is going to be proud of, and it's going to boost her confidence.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what's super special, and you probably don't know it because you've lived it your whole life, but being able to play with your dad and compete with your dad and your fiance, that's special, man. That's the family affair. I'd love to have that in my family.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know it any other way.
Anything else?
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's special.
Yeah, to me it's normal, I guess. I do. I don't want to say I take it for granted or necessarily, but it's to be able to put it in perspective is, I guess, a little difficult at times. I don't know, but it's a whole family thing. Me, my fiance, my dad, my nephew. 2 of my nephews are playing now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's everyone. It's a tentpole dinner topic.
Yeah, you guys get to talk about it, talk about paintball and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all this stuff. So
yeah,
a lot to be thankful for sure. Who's over the years, who would you say is your favorite teammate?
My favorite teammate.
And Brandon, by answering this question, you're also saying that the other teammates are not your favorite.
Are just trash. No. Oh my gosh. Man, favorite teammate over the years. I only get to pick one.
No, you can pick a few.
A few?
If you pick a few, I gotta be in there. If you pick a few.
Okay. Oh man, this is tough. All right, let me think. Favorite?
Your dad.
My dad. Nah.
That's
that guy.
Yeah.
I my favorite. Damn. Yeah. It's gonna take a bit.
Maybe not favorite.
Think.
Just
all right.
Yeah.
So I will say my favorite teammate off the field. It's got to be my current teammates now. Hatch and Logan. They're my favorite teammates off the field, hands down.
Why is that?
Oh, they're just characters. Oh my god, it's Hatch is. I don't know what's going to come out of their mouth, and they're just hilarious. It's a nonstop. Like, my face hurts leaving the field because I'm smiling so much, and it's the banter back and forth. They're awesome guys, and I don't know. I love those guys.
Hatch is the dude with the long hair, right? That does the podcast.
Yes. He's long hair, mullet, and with the mustache. He's the mustache guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Oh man, as for like on the field, I will say I had a teammate on the Sharks, Justin Casper. Some reason with him and I, when it was just, if we were left on a 2-on whatever, him and I we played well together. He played on the Snake side, I played on the Doritos. Like, it was just something that we had this this chemistry on the field that it was, we could just look over and see each other's body language and know, what the other one's thinking. Yeah. It's, I have that now with the guys on DMG right now, but he was the first one I think I had it with, and we didn't play very long with, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2. He played with the OG Ironman a couple tournaments too. I think he was with us in Chicago, I believe, actually. Yeah. It was something about just him and I who just had some magic on the field. Of course, all the OG guys playing with the Ironmen. That's always fun. When Rick Sendejas, I like playing with Rick Sendejas, buddy Rick. Yeah, he's ready to go.
Give him a thumbs up. Thumbs up, Rick, if you're listening to
this. Thumbs up. Yeah, best double amputee in the game. Absolutely. Yep. He even at his old age, he's still ready to attack. And I like being there with him. How
about favorite player to watch? Like, who do you think is great? Like a pro player.
Damn. Who do I think is great? There's so many. I like to watch. I like to watch Marcelo. And to see him command and quarterback everyone, really trying to dissect that game and trying to take as many notes as I can. I really like that.
He's got a book. You don't need to take notes.
I do have the book. I do. It's on my phone. I do have the book. Oh yeah, I've read it. Oh yeah. But it's something different, like watching it in game too. So many more details, and I try to study him a lot. He's a great quarterback. I do. Damn. Who else?
Who do you think is the best? And of course, by answering this, everyone else is not the best.
Exactly. Yeah, stink. You guys stink. How's it not Ryan Greenspan?
Thank you. Actually, I had to stop asking that question because people don't always agree.
People don't know. People have wrong answers, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think he's the greatest. If Oliver was still playing, as long as Ryan was, then it'd be a toss-up. But yeah, he's great. He's the greatest.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. Yeah. Brandon, do you have any cherished paintball items you can share with fellow nerds?
Oh, I do. And this goes back to what we talked about really quick, was about the split with the Ironmen. Yeah. So I have this 1998 STO Autococker. This was given to my grandpa.
Take off the shroud. Don't be shy.
Right,
Don't be shy.
It's gonna be a little.
Yeah. Look at those red pneumatics. Those are original too.
Oh, everything's original on this. Yeah.
Is that a Tasso barrel?
I think it's a die. It's an old stainless steel die barrel.
Wow.
Yeah. So heavy. It's 12 inches heavy. I brought just the barrel to the field. Shoots ball on ball, but so heavy and so loud.
Yeah.
It's great. But this 1998 STO was given to my grandpa by John Gregory, or JT USA, as, like, I guess, payment for him signing the rights away of the Ironman name to JT.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it came with a hopper and a tank. He like gave the tank away to someone, a little CO2 Steely tank, and then the hopper broke. The old
Well,
hopper.
if it came with a hopper and a tank, then that's a good trade, right? Here's the name. This
Dude,
gun.
it's
Comes with a hopper and a tank.
if he knew what could have been,
Right.
Oh man. But yeah, this was part of the deal for the Ironman name that he gave to JT, and then eventually JT gave the name to Die. So
wow.
yeah, this is
still
something.
Work?
I haven't put air in it. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
it
think
just hangs up on the wall.
Well, I not here. This isn't our permanent place yet. I want to get our home before I do that. But it has a case, a brass eagle case that it comes in. Yeah, it's all padded and everything. But it's never seen the field of play. He shot it when he first got it. He's put paint through it, but other than that, that's it. It was like sitting in his garage for years. And I went up to Washington where he's living now, like 2 years ago, I think. A year, 2 years ago. And he just said, like, as we're leaving, we're saying bye to them. We're getting in the car, and he goes, "Oh wait, hold on. Here, come with me." He like walks me over, grabs this thing out of like the corner, and like, "Here you go. I think you would appreciate this." Yeah, hell yeah, I would. Yeah, I remember like showing a bunch of people, bringing it to the field and showing like, "Hey, you want to see some history?"
What's the serial number?
It is 32066. Yeah.
I wonder if that's a special one. We're just gonna say it is.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's tight, dude. Brass baldy tent.
Dude.
The old P block.
Dude, I don't know much about autocockers, but I know it's nice.
I think it was the first factory autococker with a center feed.
The STO?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. No, we'll take that as a fact. Hard fact.
Right. Yeah, sounds good. No one's gonna fact check us anyways, right? Cool. You got any other cool stuff?
I mean, nothing that compares to this.
Nothing. No. Yeah, obviously. I don't have anything that cool either. That's awesome. Anything that you got rid of that you wish you kept?
No, because I tend to keep everything.
Yeah.
Because of that, because I don't want to wish I kept it. Yeah. So I got
give it to your grandkid one day.
Yeah, or I've given my nephews a couple things. It's still, it's still within the family. I'll still see it, but no, nothing yet. I eventually, maybe if we win this if maybe we go pro, maybe I'll give him my CS2, my CS1, something that I won't need.
Yeah, and they'll be obsolete by then, and they won't have podcasts in the future like that, but you'll just like download things into your brain, and then he'll be sending pictures of that CS to people with
exactly yeah. NFTs, new wave NFTs.
Brandon, what advice do you have for new players?
Man, it's look, just new players or looking to move up the ranks.
Yeah, looking to move up the ranks.
Yeah, find a team that has the same mindset as you, has the same goals. It'll take a bit, but once you do, it'll feel like home. Try to stick with those players, and don't be afraid to grind, and don't worry about what everyone else thinks. You do what makes you happy, but with like-minded people. And always looking to improve. Whether it's playing better teams, just out there drilling on your all by yourself. step away from a situation to with the mindset of learning about it. Even when you're heated, after a bad point or day or whatnot, like decompress, analyze it all, and talk with it with someone, a friend, a teammate, whoever, and try to break it down. And I feel like I've been able to really deconstruct a lot of bad situations to like, okay, well, next time I won't do this and this and this. That's, I'll correct that next time. Just be willing to always learn.
Yeah, find the lessons in the suck. Embrace the suck,
Yeah,
as they say.
I was trying not to say embrace this. I feel like it's a little
true.
overused, but it's so true. It is so true.
I like what you said too about play with people that you like, because the relationships that you have with people off the field really help with performance on the field. Like
it really does. It's not the previous teams I've played with. The OG Ironmen. They're out there working and grinding too. They just took first place this past weekend in St. Louis, and I wish I was there with them. But it's at the time when I was playing with them solely, it was a little different. I wanted to get into airball. Found the Sharks. They built up my fundamentals. Not everyone was looking to move up. Played with the Brotherhood, same thing. It was like a bunch of older guys that weren't necessarily looking to be out there grinding and everything. Then took a step over to DMG, and it was just a bunch of guys my own age and same mindset. And they're not just like teammates and friends. Like they're all family. It's great. I love all those guys. I do anything for those guys, and like I like to say that they do anything for me too. It's I think it was huge finding a whole team with the same mindset that I have.
Yeah, because playing with your dad is awesome, and playing with his friends are awesome, and that kind of cut your chops a little bit, and then you find a bunch of people that think like you and they're your age and you get along, and that helps take your game to the next level. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
So Brandon, what are you most thankful for that paintball's given you?
Definitely the relationships I have, all the people I met, all the experiences I've had over the years with the people, and I think it's it's an outlet as well. It fuels my competitiveness, and I think it helps me a bit professionally as well, with in like maybe stressful situations, able to stay calm, think thoroughly, and react. Read and react too. It's as much as like that is on the paintball field. I feel like at times, for what I do for work, like you just got to read the situation and react. No time to think. So that might be what I'm. Maybe my top three. What I'm most thankful for. Yeah, that relationships with everyone, an outlet, competitiveness, and what it helps me professionally.
What do you do for work?
I'm a surgical tech in the operating room.
Oh man, stress, pressure.
Yeah. It could be stressful at times. Yeah, no time to think. Yeah, that's what I think. Also, I think that's when the game started to slow down for me, is when I started to do what I'm doing now in the operating room. I remember like just a practice, everything, the game slowed down. And I was like, oh, this guy is looking this. Oh, there's this. Okay, let me run this scene really quick. It like everything just clicked.
Yeah, and there's a lot less pressure because you're used to having people's lives on the line, and you step on a paintball field. It's like, this is cake. This is cake, baby.
I could take a little bit of pain. We're good.
Yeah. Awesome. Brandon, well, thank you so much here for your time. Is there anything that you'd like to part with for the paintball community?
We're coming. DMG's coming. No. It's thankful. Thank you, everyone. Everyone's listening out there. Thankful for our sponsors, for DMG, HK. We got, Planet Eclipse somewhere back here's my gun. And check out the podcast right behind me, From The Sidelines Podcast, Mafia Productions. Check us out. See us at the paintball field. We'll be at NXLs, all the NXLs. Say hi, say what's up.
Cool. Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, thank you.